Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We live. We back, man. What it do, gang? It's me, your boy, Chandler Blakely, aka Goose. Y'all know why I'm here. It's another edition of the Starting Five for DraftKings and FanDuel brought to you on this Thursday, alright? So before we get into it, listen, man, if you new to the channel, you just stumbled across us, you in the right spot. It's still the best kept secret in daily fantasy sports, man. The Golden Goose DFS show. Hit that subscribe button. Turn your notification bell on, man. And y'all know I need you to do me one small favor. Gently caress that like button for your boy. I appreciate you. It goes a long way to help us grow over here, man. You know what I'm saying? And most importantly, gives you good karma to start your day off with, alright? Let's get to it, man. Low scoring night. Low scoring night. It was a rough one on DK, but we still managed to make some money on FanDuel. We gonna chop it up, man. Thing that hurt me last night on DraftKings, just too much Valanciunas, too much Ingram. I was high on those Pelicans. Plenty of CJ, plenty of Ingram, plenty of J Val. You seen how that worked out for me. I told you yesterday on the video we was gonna roll the dice with J Val, and yeah, we no dice. Craps on the come out with J Val. Man, it killed me. Brandon Ingram getting injured, not coming back. That really hurt us on on DraftKings. So this is my best lineup. You know, this is the $1.20 max. Got Trey Young. Told you yesterday I liked him on yesterday's video. 27% on. He gave you 54 fantasy points. Nice solid game against the Washington Wizards here. Ended up like being one of the better games on the slate yesterday. You needed pieces of that to take it down. The shooting guard, Justin Holiday, just trying to get different, trying to get a little different pay down value. He started and saw plenty of minutes the game before. Even though he wasn't starting this game, I thought he still should be in line for 20 to 25 minutes. And the guy at the flat mean, I just needed about 20 to 25 points from him. Didn't quite go in our favor here. Got the chalk with Aaron Wiggins at 36% on, only 8 fantasy points. Absolute dud from him. Al Horford, we was high on him. I talked about him in yesterday's video, 22% on. He had a nice game for us. Didn't quite get that double-double I wanted, but that cuz Nurkic came back, man. You got to deal with Lil Nurkic on the Bulls. I was expecting Eubanks, but Nurkic, I still was on Horford, though. Gave 33 fantasy point. Christian Wood, just left him out there. I didn't get too heavy on him, especially since he wasn't starting. He was okay at 4,900, 22% on. Gave 26 fantasy points. It was an okay score. CJ McCollum, 7,500, had 8% on. He gave you 48 fantasy points. Undoubtedly helped by the Ingram injury. Got some low on Kawhi Leonard at 9K. He was my run back to Van Vliet. So I liked Van Vliet yesterday. If you saw on Twitter, I posted out. I had Van Vliet on both sites. He was my run back. Like I said, 9K, low ownership, 7% on. He gave you 51 fantasy points, man. Nice double-double from Kawhi in this spot. And then Chris Paul. This I forgot who this originally was, but I got him out of there once we got that Kevin Durant news out of nowhere. Man, that's an unlucky guy. I saw him roll his ankle in the warm up. I was like, geez, he might need to invest in some high tops. But yeah, Chris Paul, man, 3% on, gave you 46 fantasy points. Definitely helped us out here. But like I said, rough night on DK. We was able to make some money on FanDuel. Still came in the money, even though they tried to sabotage us with J Val. This lineup got J Val and Ingram in it. I don't even know how we still managed to come in the money. Well, I do know, but let's talk about it. $25 single entry. Had Van Vliet at the top, 48% on. He gave you 40 fantasy points. Just solid. I expected a little more from him. Point guards have been destroying the Clippers as of late, but y'all know it's them Toronto Raptors, man. You never know who it's gonna be. We felt good with Van Vliet tonight. He was solid. He was okay for us. Got Derek White here, 18%, 5,700. Just trying to get different. You know the values a little different on FanDuel. Those guys were priced up. A lot of the value plays you was getting for 4K on DK is about 5.3, 5.6 over here on FanDuel. So it really shapes the build of your lineup a little different. Got the Derek White at 5,700, 18% on, 35 fantasy points solid from him. Got some Josh Okogie here. He was chalk, cheap play. Only 16 fantasy points. Thought he was in line for a boost with no Kevin Durant, but no dice there as well. Bradley Beal, got him at 15%. He gave us 47 fantasy points. Brandon Ingram, just unlucky with the injury. There's nothing you can do about it, guys. That's the sport, man. Injury, foul trouble, text guys getting thrown out. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't predict that type of stuff. You can kind of try to predict fouls. I do it, but you're really not supposed to. But I just got unlucky here if you had Brandon Ingram last night at 52% on. He was off to a solid start, too, before he hurt his ankle. 23 fantasy points. Had Kuzma in this as well. 37%. He gave you 48 fantasy points. Al Horford once again, of course, 44% on 30 fantasy points. Then we try to get different with Kevin Love. Snuck him in there once he saw he was a full goal in the starting lineup. Was expecting to hopefully to get about 25, maybe 30 from him. He only got 20. This is okay. And then J Val at the bottom, man. You see with the 5 down here, 47%. Only plays 7 minutes. Something ridiculous. Some 8 minutes, man. He gave you 2, and 2 to start the game. 2 minutes, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls. So it got off to a rough start for him. But like I said, luckily we was able to steal cash. Came in 72nd place on this $25 single. So that enabled us to make some money on FanDuel. But let's get to today's slate on this Thursday, man. We got a wild 6-gamer. Wild 6-gamer. It is tough. The pricing is tough across both sites. Definitely gonna need some starting lineups to really see where we're gonna go. But as we're looking at the slate right now, I'm gonna start with Edmund Sumner at 3,600. I mean, the Nets are just depleted over there. No Dinwiddie, no Cam Johnson, no Nick Claxton. It is a free for all over there. And we definitely gonna need these starting lineups. But I think Edmund Sumner has a big piece of this game plan here. I'm expecting him to be in the starting lineup, be the starting point guard next to Mikal Bridges. Beside Mikal Bridges here. And I like him at 3,600, man. Tough matchup against the Bucks, but these guys, they so short-handed. They might have 8 players over there. They might have the bare minimum. Unless they get some guys off the G League. That roster is in shambles. I like Edmund Sumner here. I think he gets plenty of run here in this spot, and we've seen him crushing spots like this already this season. At the shooting guard, going to go back to Jalen Green here, 6,400. Should be no Kevin Porter Jr. tonight. That's going to free him up. Hopefully he can shoot better than he did last time out. We played him last time out with Kevin Porter Jr. He didn't shoot too well from the field, but still gave us a solid fantasy outing. No Kevin Porter Jr. here in this spot. More ball handling opportunity, more playmaking opportunities for Jalen Green. If he can get that shot to fall, he can give us a big number here at 6,400. Love the matchup against the Pacers, man. Pace-up matchup is going to be one of the better fantasy spots on the slate, all right? At the small forward, I want to look at Buddy Hield. Stay in that same game. Coming back against this Houston team. Buddy Hield, we just need you to take more than 9 shots is what we need. I need the 20-shot a game Buddy Hield and not the 9-shot a game Buddy Hield we done got the last couple of times, all right? Get back to that 20-shot for him. Should be okay for him. Look for him to score. No defense here to really slow him down, man. I like Buddy Hield in this matchup against the Houston Rockets. Coming in at power forward, I want to look at Julius Randle. Expect him to just have his way down there on the block with whoever they put on him, be it Harrison Barnes or Keegan Murray. I don't think they're quite big enough. You know the offense runs through Randle, especially if Brunson out again. I'm going to absolutely love Julius Randle. I like him regardless whether Brunson plays or not, but if Brunson is out again, I think I'm going to love Julius Randle here in this spot. Expect him in line for a big double-double down here against the Sacramento Kings. And at the center spot, I think it's going to be Daron Sharp. You could get Nerlens Noel start, but I think Daron Sharp gets the most of the minutes. They haven't been too keen on Nerlens Noel, so I think Daron Sharp is in your starting lineup. We definitely going to need this starting lineup. And they have to play Cam Thomas today, don't they? I mean, I almost put him in the video, but I don't know what's going on, but I think he has to play today. So I'm going to have some interest in Cam Thomas. Then everybody going to have interest in them Nets, all right? They are shorthanded, so the Nets is going to be, that's the starting lineup. Everybody's going to be waiting on the news. Everybody waiting on to see who's going to be in that starting lineup and probably get the bulk of the playing time for the Nets. But there you have it, your starting 5 for DraftKings: Edmund Sumner, Jalen Green, Buddy Hield, Julius Randle, and Daron Sharp, all right? Let's go look at FanDuel and see what I'm feeling over there. FanDuel is just as tough, man, but at the top, nothing really changes. Stay with Edmund Sumner, 3,800. Like I said, this kid has started in this spot this season and been very solid. I expect him to do the same here going against these Milwaukee Bucks. Should see all the run he can handle, unless any of those net starters should see 30 to 35 minutes, man. They're extremely short-handed, so you definitely going to want plenty of them in this matchup, and I'm starting with Edmund Sumner. At the shooting guard, staying with Jalen Green, $400 more expensive over here. But like I said, no KPJ. Love the matchup. He should get more ball handling opportunity, which means more assist opportunities for him. And if he can get that shot falling, he can definitely crank inside a 40 50 burger here at the 6,800 price tag. At the small forward, I'll probably just stay with Giannis here. Run it back with some of this Nets value that everybody's going to have in. You probably going to have 2 or 3 of these Nets. I'm not even going to lie to you. Unless something else crazy happens and somebody else big is ruled out. Right now, you're probably looking like a 2 or 3 Nets guy. So if that's the case, you definitely know I'm going to want to run back, and I probably go to Giannis here. Hopefully this second unit for the Nets can keep it close. We've seen in this spot a lot of times this season. Everybody's out, and you assume it's gonna be a blowout, but the shorthanded team sticks in there and shows a little scrappiness. So hopefully that happens here. If you're gonna have 2 or 3 of them, I like Giannis as a run back. Power forward, Day'Ron Sharpe, 4,400. Like I said, these are my favorite 2 Nets right here. Them and Cam Thomas. I just need that news that he's in the starting lineup. I don't know why they play with Cam Thomas like that, but Day'Ron Sharpe, Edmond Sumner, Cam Thomas is going to be my favorite 3 Nets off the top, all right? So hopefully Cam Thomas in that starting lineup, but Day'Ron Sharpe should be in there. Even if he isn't, I think he sees big minutes here against the Milwaukee Bucks. So should be a solid double-double threat down there. He's more of a smallish, athletic big man, so that's why I like going back to Giannis. If he plays, he should just absolutely destroy down against the Nets. It's not a body to throw at him. He's going to absolutely eat. But I like Day'Ron Sharpe as well at 4,400. And at the center spot, I'm looking at my boy Kelly O. I'm interested here. You know, I featured him the last couple times. He's been solid, and then this alright the next time. But in this spot, we got a questionable Walker Kessler here. If Kessler misses, we could see some Kelly O at center, which is going to increase his rebound share and give him more rebound opportunities. And if he can just provide a little scoring, because they may be without Jordan Clarkson as well, I'm gonna love Kelly O, man. If Clarkson sits and Kessler sits, it's gonna be marketing and Kelly O for me from Utah Jazz. It's gonna be marketing number 1. THT and Kelly O is gonna be 2A and 2B for the second scoring option behind him, provided Clarkson and Kessler misses. All right, there you have it. Just starting 5 for FanDuel: Kelly Olynyk, Day'Ron Sharpe, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Green, and Edmond Sumner. Get you some exposure to these guys. Get them in your player pools. Listen, man, if you want help, I want to look at my single entry bills. You need help with your single entry bills. You trying to jump into 20 max game, whatever. Hit the link down below in the Patreon. Come on join the fam, man. We live every day walking through. I share my actual lineup, which is my actual single entry for both sites. You can play them if you like to. And we talk about 20 bill strategy, player pool, that sort of thing, man. So if you're interested in that, man, hit the link, join the Patreon. I see you over there, all right? That's going to do it for us here today, man. Y'all know the motto. Chances make champions. I see y'all tomorrow, all right? Let's get it.